How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wake, Run, Collapse. I have box number 4 out of 12 of Champion Road in front of me today, about to be cracked open, and I have an interesting topic of conversation. I want to hear what you have to say in the comments below. So get your keyboards out, start typing and such, and feel free to do this during the opening. You can just scroll down and listen if you're on a desktop, or, start to formulate your thoughts. For a set like Champion Road, do you think that the entry cost to complete the set is too high? Now let me explain what I mean by that as we get into the first few packs. So this set has 11 super rares, 6 hyper rares, and 3 ultra rares. That's 20 special cards. 20? I think it's 20 that it has. It's at least 18. It's a large number, especially for as small a set as it is. Now, they have taken steps, of course, in the past year or so, to make it so that these openings and collecting, more chase cards made it more possible. Of course, before then, booster boxes did not guarantee a full art. Can you imagine? Back in the black and white days, back in the early, back in Hail Blizzard and Dark Rush and things like that, booster boxes only gave out full arts or better about 50 to maybe 60% of the time. Can you imagine if these more expensive boxes did the same thing? It'd be crazy. I couldn't handle it. There'd be too many cards to go after. So I faced the following reality. Hyper rares and ultra rares are pretty darn hard to pull. So the question is, if you've got a set that's this massive, this daunting to, complete and get a master set of, number one, what do you think is an appropriate number of boxes to open before you start buying singles? And number two, there's the next one. If you could fix it, and fix it within reason, and make it so you didn't have to open, 100 boxes to be able to complete Champion Road, how would you do it? See, for a set like this, I think as a collector, I think 3 boxes, if you want to complete the set, is probably the sweet spot. So get an Articuno GX there. That's probably the sweet spot, because at this point, after opening 3 boxes, like I experienced, you can expect to probably complete the common to GX set. You've gotten yourself a couple of full arts, then you can kind of decide for yourself, what level of completion am I happy with? So I think 3 boxes is probably perfect. Of course, if you want to open 5 packs of it, if you want to open 40 boxes of it, you can do whatever you want to do. It's very much based on your expectations and your budget, and at what point you would be happy with what happens. This is an interesting full art. This is the Apricorn Maker full art. I mean, really, it's a Sunkern full art, and he's just hanging with some old dude. But, I would imagine that if Pokemon made Final Fantasy cards for a set and made a full art, that Strago ended up looking a little bit like this. Cool color design. Really interesting what they did with the card overall. So we get 75 out of 66. Yeah, pretty sweet looking. So that's our glorious card of this opening. But back to the story. What would you do to fix it? Within reason. I mean, of course, you could say every box has 2 super rares and either a hyper rare or an ultra rare, but they would never make them that way. I think it would dilute the excitement of those. Like, what if that would mean that every 10 packs, every 12 packs, you would get, a full art or better? Would they be special anymore? Probably not. Then again, they're kind of reducing how special those types of cards are just by the way that they're making sets these days. By including so many. So many. If you're doing a new set every 4 or 5 weeks, but now there's 20 full arts or better to collect here, then you need like a full art or better every 36 hours just to keep pace. And that's crazy. I mean, what would you support that you would think they could potentially do? What if they had every box have a super rare inside and also have a chance for hyper rare, ultra rare? Like every box has a super rare no matter what. You're guaranteed to get something cool. But then maybe 1 in every 4 boxes has a hyper rare or an ultra rare in it. I think that would be nice. I think that would be plausible as well. It's a little more in line with maybe some of the pull ratios that I would have experienced as a kid, opening like a cool like comic book set or something along those lines. And by the way, I used to collect just random card sets when I was younger too, so this is not the first thing I've collected. I collected a lot of like Marvel Universe card sets. Played the Overpower card game, but I collected like random sets too, like a new Spider-Man set would come out and it had cool cards in it, so I wanted to finish it. This is precedence for my madness. Oh, what was the name of that set? It was like a really like prestigious set at the time, but it's older too. It's probably 25 years old by now. I remember the Universe cards and things like that, but there was this one set. I just can't remember what it was called. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check it out. But of course, we all want them to be more accessible, but at what point do you draw the line? At what point do you think it's reasonable and will keep people engaged? They're pulling full arts all over the place in every set. Are they really special anymore? Probably not. So what's your suggestion? What do you do to fix a set like this? Or do you just accept that this is the way it's going to be? That you buy a case and you presumably you get 1 hyper rare and 1 ultra rare in every case. You get most of the full arts. And the case costs you about $500, and then you just buy everything else as a single. And then you upload yourself opening them to YouTube with nothing to talk about. And you refuse to monetize your channel because YouTube is dumb, but is also the delivery system by which all your fans get to see your progress with the set. Darn. So we got ourselves another Scizor. Cool. Another copycat. Next pack with a rare candy. Onyx. Is that even in focus? I don't actually have my camera plugged in right now, so it's not as bright as it typically is, but it looks like it is. Got a T-Tar there. Made kind of a mess of those packs, so I'm gonna have to move all that stuff out of the way. I mean, I still think it's a cool set. I think they might have gone a little nuts with the GX thing. If they had left 2 Prism cards in this set, they could have avoided 2 more full arts, 2 more hyper rares, 2 more regular GXs, but they would have been, you know, reasonably replaced. I think, by and large, collectors enjoy the Prism cards. But what does it mean when they bring back the Prism cards? Does that mean that there's still going to be 6 GXs in a set and we're going to have those to deal with also? I think that's a little wild. It's a slippery slope collecting, I tell you. Don't believe me? Look back at how some of these sets started. Look back at the first sets in Black and White. Look back at the first sets in Diamond and Pearl. The first sets in X and Y. I mean, Collection X and Collection Y released side by side, and each one of them had 3 full arts and no ultra rares. No ultra rares. You just had to get the 3 full arts. By the end of X and Y, look what happened. Look back on Black Collection and White Collection. Look how stripped down that was. They didn't even have EXs yet in Black Collection and White Collection. They didn't come around until Black and White 3, I think. But Red Collection kind of let them there. Had a bunch of extra full arts. They had 6 full arts? And that's it, maybe 5 in Red Collection. Frisian, Cobalion, Terrakion, Victini, and N. Maybe there was one other. Maybe it was just the ultra rare Meowth. But what would you do? How would you combat this? Would you just swing a Ludicolo as last pack magic as people? Would you just say, here's my crazy dancing pineapple. This is how it will solve this issue. I don't know, maybe you don't think it's a problem, maybe you like it this way. That's cool too, I can respect that. I just want to know what you think. So that's what the comment section is for, my guys. Let me know what you think down there. Holos in this opening, as always. Ludicolo, Feraligatr, Victory Bell, Tyranitar, Ariados, Tyranitar, Slacking, Blaziken, Ariados, Steelix, and Lunatone, GXs of Articuno, Electrode, and Scizor, and the Apricorn Maker Full Art. Awesome stuff. Closing the books on another cool box. Literally closing up that box now, too. So what I'm going to do is add these videos to the computer. I'm going to look at Steve Harvey on my phone because that's my lock screen. See, it's 11:17. Go to my incredibly set alarm for 4 a.m. tomorrow, but I'm not going to show you that because it's just going to make you sad. But it's all for a good cause. It's not like I'm going to work or something. I'm going to dump all this, set it to upload, hit the air conditioner, and get a little bit of shut-eye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I'll be back with box number 5 tomorrow, which is Saturday when you're watching this. And then we'll do the big opening on Sunday. It's going to be great. Thanks again, guys. Take care.